As someone born and raised in Oakland, who has watched generations of children come through these schools since the 1960s, I want to offer a different perspective on the conversation happening around OUSD right now. Yes, our district is in crisis. Budgets are tight. Strikes are disruptive. Outcomes must improve. But before we start talking about closing schools like they're excess inventory on a spreadsheet, we need to be honest about how we got here. Oakland's school system did not arrive at this moment by accident. It was shaped by decades of redlining, disinvestment, and unequal property values that determined which neighborhoods had well-resourced schools and which did not. For generations, the value of homes, and therefore the tax base that supports schools, in Black and brown neighborhoods was suppressed by policy, not by chance. Schools in those communities were asked to do more with less, carrying not just academic responsibility but the weight of social and economic inequity. So when we talk about under-enrolled schools, we are often really talking about communities that were historically underinvested in. Closing schools without acknowledging this history risks repeating it. I understand the fiscal reality. Enrollment is declining. Operating many sites is expensive. No one wants Oakland to slide back into state receivership. But the answer cannot simply be consolidation, closure, and displacement, especially when schools are often the last stable public institutions in neighborhoods that have already endured waves of disinvestment and gentrification. Instead of thinking in terms of reduction, we should be thinking in terms of transformation. Smaller schools are not inherently a problem. They can be an opportunity. Smaller learning environments can foster stronger relationships, safer campuses, and more individualized support, particularly for students who have historically been underserved. Rather than shutting buildings down, why not reimagine them? Unused space could support true community schools with wraparound services, health clinics, mental health care, tutoring hubs, workforce development, and family resource centers. Campuses could partner with nonprofits, local colleges, trades programs, and cultural organizations to become neighborhood anchors that serve students and families beyond the school day. Imagine campuses with after-school arts programs, carpentry and trades training, technology labs, and community classrooms. Imagine facilities that also host early childhood programs, adult education, or re-engagement pathways for youth who have fallen off track. Imagine leveraging public buildings to bring in philanthropic and community investment instead of abandoning them. Oakland has always been a city of innovation, from grassroots organizing to cultural leadership. Our schools should reflect that same spirit. We should also be cautious about narratives that frame this moment solely as a failure of governance, without acknowledging broader structural realities. Rising housing costs pushing families out, charter competition, state funding formulas, and policy decisions spanning decades that shaped enrollment long before today's leadership. If we want students to attend neighborhood schools, then we must invest in those neighborhoods, not only academically, but economically. That means equitable funding, modern facilities, meaningful programs, and real support for families. Teachers deserve fair pay, students deserve stability, families deserve transparency, communities deserve to be partners in shaping the future, not simply recipients of decisions made elsewhere. The real question is not, which schools do we close, but how do we build a system that meets today's realities while honoring our communities? Oakland's history shows that when we invest with intention, we create models others follow. We can do that again. Let's meet this moment with clarity, courage, and imagination, protecting local control, stabilizing finances, and transforming our campuses into engines of opportunity. Our children deserve solutions that build forward, not decisions that simply shrink what remains.